Hey guys, Fox here. It's time for another episode of the Working Designs Hunt. I know it's been quite a while, but it's finding less and less things, but I'm also needing far less things to complete my collection. So let's start it off with a handout of a mini poster. I believe these came out during E3, and I think it was either E3 98 or 99 when these were made. And it is a pamphlet for Lunar Civil Star Story Complete for the PC. As a lot of you Working Designs fans know, this actually never did get put onto the PC, at least the Working Designs translation of it. So this is kind of a cool, unique item. As far as I understand, they did complete this, but there were a lot of bugs, and it just never got put or out and made available. And this probably would have been Working Designs' only PC title, but it never came to be. And as you can see down here, compatible with Windows 95, 98, and they had to label it PC at that time due to licensing. They didn't have permission to put Windows on here. But yeah, so it was pretty much just a port of the PlayStation game. So I thought this was a unique item of something that they never got to release, but made these information pamphlets. Up next are a couple items that I was able to get through a friend of a friend. A lot of you guys know Bublin, YouTuber here, and he was helping a buddy get a bunch of things ready to sell at a local convention. So as he was helping him price out stuff and get stuff ready to go, he saw quite a few Working Designs items, and he immediately messaged me up, knowing that I was working on a complete collection. And I got a couple items that I needed for very good prices. I was very appreciative of the hookup there. And the first thing I got was a complete in box copy of Exile for TurboGrafx CD. Very nice. Kind of like this art. It seems simple, but it's pretty cool. It's a fun little action platform RPG. This one doesn't command a high price because there were a lot of copies made of this. The second Exile is the one that demands quite a price, even for just the jewel case copy. I'm trying to get all the full boxes for the TurboGrafx games, but I may just go ahead and try to just get the jewel case ones because they're available and a lot more cheaper. And then later on through my collecting life here, I will possibly find boxes or just get complete copies and sell my jewel case copies. But yeah, another very cool and interesting thing that he had was something I had never seen before, and it's one of the pins. The pins are really hard to get. I mean, I'm not going to say they're the hardest thing to get out of the merchandise stuff that Working Designs did sell through their mail order program. Things you usually see the least of are the watches. I've never seen one of the watches go up for sale. I have seen the mouse pads every once in a while. Usually not the posters, or the hats, or the shirts for that matter. I think somebody did link me one of the shirts one time. I think it was one of the Lunar ones. But the seller wanted like over $500 for it. And that's just not acceptable for me. That seems too high for a polo shirt. But anyway, he got me one of the pins. And let's see if we focus. It's for Silhouette Mirage. I have never seen this pin, and I never saw this pin advertised for sale either. So after talking to Bublin's buddy, it seems like this came from E3. And that was the only time these were released, as far as we know. So I thought this was really cool. I couldn't come up with a good price because I had never seen any of these for sale. And he went ahead and settled and said, just give me 40 bucks for it. That's fine by me. And I thought, okay, that's great. That seems like a great deal. So I got this pen, very unique, not one you see very often. Speaking of pens, I did get another one for my collection. So this will bump my working design pen collection up to 4. And there's quite a few more that I'm missing as far as I know of. I'm missing like the Lunar one. There's a couple of others. I think there's one for Vi. And I know there's a couple others. I know there was a mail or like a request to get Vanguard Bandits after the fact when Working Designs closed studios and Victor opened that new one, Gaijin Works or whatever it was called. On his website, when that first opened up, you could, if you sent a picture of your copy of Vanguard Bandits and sent him like, I don't know, $6 for shipping, they would send you a Vanguard Bandits pin. But that was, I found out about that way too late. Anyway, the pen I did get, I did find on eBay for a reasonable price. I settled on a deal for $55. I know, seems like a lot for a pen, but these are pretty highly collectible and something that I enjoy with my collection because I enjoy enamel pens to begin with. So, needless to say, I wanted to get the pens from Working Designs. And the one I got is for Iron Storm. Yeah, very cool. Not a lot to see here, except for you can see at the bottom, if it'll focus, Working Designs. 1995 or 6, kind of hard to read. So yeah, 2 pens. Excellent, one I didn't even know existed. And lastly, this is one of the TurboGrafx CD games that I got, and it is Vasteel. This one's interesting because it was a double jewel case here. It did not come with the traditional cardboard box. Now, it did have an outer sleeve that went over this, but those copies with that outer sleeve are adding like almost $300 just for that outer sleeve. It's pretty ridiculous. Maybe I'll find one later for a reasonable price, but for now, getting a complete jewel case version without the outer sleeve is okay with me. Here's the back. Not much on here because a lot of the ad information talking about the game and the little screenshots from the game and stuff like that were on that outer sleeve. So we got the disc here, and we've got the manual. 2 manuals. So here's the game manual. Pretty cool. And this one is in Japanese, so I don't think this always came with them. I think the guy I bought this from just happened to have the Japanese manual as well and just threw it in there, so which is cool for me. Oh, you flipped it over for the beastry. So yeah, no relation to Working Designs, but cool, nice added extra. But the thing that Working Designs did include with it that is sometimes hard to find is the map, for a poster map here. I will lay it out and pull the camera over so you can see it. So it has a map of the Vasteel universe, talking about each of the planets. Nice little addition to the game. So there we have it, guys. I am down to needing 3 games for the collection. It's Exile 2. I forgot its subtitle. I apologize. And Kadash. And finally, I need a copy of Sega Ages for the Saturn. So I'll be looking for those 3 copies. I am going to go to Midwest Gaming Classic again, and hopefully I can find one of those 3. That would make me happy if I found one of the 3. And those TurboGrafx games, I would love to find them in that box, like Exile here. That'd be really cool. I also need a box for Paracel Stars as well. But I'll take what I can get. But anyways, thanks for watching.